Hey, welcome, it's Chris from Hale Guitar Studio. This Telecaster has been giving me bother. Every once in a while the output from the bridge pickup fails. We've changed the switch, I've resoldered some connections. I tried as long as I could to not change the pickup, but we've come to the conclusion that the pickup's the problem. So we're going to change that pickup, we're going to resolder it in, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't stop again, because there's nothing left to change. Let's get cracking. So this Fender USA Telecaster has an intermittent pickup. Just drop the lead on the floor. It's got an intermittent pickup. It's been in and we've changed the switch. We've inspected the wiring. I've done just about everything else except for change the pickup. And actually every time it comes in, it's working. If I plug it in now, it's working. And in fact, let's do it. That's why the lead was there. So if I plug it in, I turn the amp on. Bridge pickup. Sounds like it's out of tune. Sorry about the offensive sound. But I'm taking the strings off to take the bridge off. But it's working absolutely fine. But then every once in a while it will just stop working. And I pretty much rewired the whole thing before, thinking it's bound to be a connection somewhere. But it just keeps going wrong, so we're just going to change the pickup, and if that doesn't fix it, then God only knows what's happening, because there's nothing left to try. So, as I say, to take the pickup out, I've got to take the bridge off, just a bit of a pain in the backside, but not too difficult. It's a couple of screws at the back edge, so we'll do that. I'm probably going to put a new set of strings on whilst it's here, although they don't. Now they are a bit worn, they've been played a bit, so we might as well stick a new set of strings on, because pushing them back through the body with twisted ends is awkward. And if they're a bit worn anyway, I'm not going to fight with them. Okay, so next I'm going to take the control plate off, that one. And we'll find the connections for the bridge pickup, which are those two. And I'm just going to cut right towards the very end. That one, this is the ground, yes. So I'll just cut you there. I'll set the intonation again afterwards. I'm going to roll these saddles forward so that I can quite comfortably, it's a flathead screw, quite comfortably get to the fixing screws. This one, I quite like the 3 brass saddles. I know a lot of people find that they're a bit unstable on the intonation, and they are, because of course you can only set 2 strings at a time. You can't set the intonation of the strings individually. With barrel saddles you've only got 1 adjustment and 2 strings. I don't find they're out massively, and I just like the authenticity of the barrel saddles over kind of the individual single saddles, but it's just preference. And there we go, pulled through. Now there's no bridge ground on the telly because of course there's a bridge, the ground is grounded through the actual pickup on this. I need to check that it's the same on the new pickup, otherwise we'd end up with a bit of hum. But if there isn't, then I can easily just run a little wire and stick it underneath. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now we need to take this pickup out. There you go. Now again, I've had this out before and had a look to see if there was, I suspect there's an intermittent break in the winding somewhere. But testing, I mean it works most of the time. Occasionally it just cuts out. So we've been back and forth a few times. It's time to just accept that changing the pickup will likely resolve it. Okay, so here's our new pickup. Got a brass plate at the bottom. I've got this signature Jerry Donahue model, which should be nice. It's got nice pushback wires. It looks fancy, nice Seymour Duncan. If we're going to change it, we might as well upgrade it to something else. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. Okay, so we're just going to, I imagine these screws are going to fit. So we'll use the same fixings if they're the same thread. There you go. You shall go to the ball. It fits. It's a reasonably easy mod to do. Just upgrading pickups, and the Seymour Duncan pickups are a really good, stable brand. I had a look at some different options, and one of the options was bare knuckle pickups. I do like bare knuckle pickups. The price was much the same as the Seymour Duncans. And then Fenders. The trouble with the Fender pickups, and it's purely about availability, most of the time you can only find them as a pair. So you buy the bridge and the neck together. And there's nothing wrong with the neck on this. I did find one place that would sell it separately. I don't know if it was a broken pack. But we decided to go with the Seymour Duncan anyway. So I'll just tighten this down. There we go. Okay. Onto a bit of soldering. Soldering iron on. Connected. Jack in. Lovely. So a little fun fact, Seymour Duncan's, this has been a week of this, Seymour Duncan's, the winding is the other way around to the Fender pickups. So the middle position was really weak, so I've swapped it over. Initially I swapped around the Seymour Duncan coil. So what I mean by that is I swapped the yellow, which is the signal wire, and the black, which is the ground, swapped them round. But as I said right at the beginning, the grounding is the base plate, so of course all that did was made a load of hum through the output. So I quickly put that back, and I swapped around the polarity on the existing Fender pickup, the neck pickup. And to do that, it's actually got 3 wires coming off of it. Yellow is the ground wire, which is unexpected. Black is was the ground as well, the cold of the coil, and white was the other. So I've swapped black and white around on the neck pickup, and now it's all in phase. So again, if I switch the amp on, that's neck, that's bridge, that's middle. So neck, middle, bridge, sounding like it should. Normal service resumes. That sounds really nice, actually. It's got some really kind of nice mids for a telly, but it's still got that twang. And there's the warmer neck. Lovely. Yeah, I like the sound of that. That's great. Okay, so I need to check the intonation because we took all that out, so we'll do that first. Bit sharp on the E and the B. I'm noticing a little bit of buzz. So I'm just going to check the setup again. I think the 5th and the 6th string, the A and the E, might be a touch on the low side. So the neck relief's good. Oh, it's really low. Okay, and pick up right. Very low. Yeah. Okay, final check up at the desk and the new pickups in, ready to go. Thanks for watching.